Hi, I'm State Representative Mark Gillen, and welcome to Legislative Report. This particular program is especially exciting to me because the district is now moved into Brecknock Township, Lancaster County. Traditionally, the 128th Legislative District has occupied a footprint of southern Berks County. And with the redistricting consummating at the end of this year, we will be stepping in to Lancaster County, 24 square miles, over 7,000 in additional population. And this is one of the places that I enjoy coming to when I'm in Lancaster County. It is King's Quality Foods. My daughter has a tutor right around the corner here, and after we're done with that, we stop inside, and if you'll join me in the snack section and the deli case, we're gonna take a sample of some of the items that they sell at King's Quality Foods in Brecknock, Lancaster County. Emily, we're at King's Quality Foods, and you've worked here how long?
4 months.
Okay, so you have
I'm
lots of
new.
experience. But since one of the last times I've been here, you've restructured things. Where do you have your sugar-free wafers, the peanut butter sugar-free wafers?
Peanut butter are the best.
Okay, you
So,
got them.
We do. They're down here.
All
down
right,
the
you want to
aisle.
direct me over this way,
Sure.
and then we'll go from there?
Come on down.
All right, everybody in our family enjoys sugar-free peanut butter wafers.
They're
And
right
here
down
they
there at the
are,
bottom.
and I'll see you at the deli case in just a few minutes,
All
okay?
right.
Could I get a pound of the pepper cabbage?
Sure.
All right. The last time I was in here a few days ago, I ate about a pound of pepper cabbage. It's all fresh. It's all in the counter. And we've got 3, 4, 5 people, who knows, here to wait on you at any one time. And so we've got bulk foods here. You have a warehouse operation in the back, so obviously you're shipping to other places. All right?
Yeah.
I think we're all set with that. I'm going to head down the road toward Bowmansville. We appreciate your help with this, and we really enjoy stopping here and grabbing some snacks. We'll be back again, I'm sure. We're in the Bowmansville area of Brecknock Township, Lancaster County, and all around me here are a series of fields under cultivation, in this case, corn. It's important to Pennsylvania because agriculture is the #1 industry in the Commonwealth, and it's the #1 industry in Lancaster County. And if ever there was a place of contrast, just off to my left is the Pennsylvania Turnpike. And as we look at that, we're midway between the Morgantown exit of the Turnpike and the Reading-Lancaster 222 exit of the Pennsylvania Turnpike. It's one of the nation's busiest highways. In a few moments, we're going to head out to the Oak Creek Campground, and I think you're going to find some delightful visuals there, activities for the entire family. And once again, it's my great privilege to represent this portion of Lancaster County in Brecknock Township beginning later this year.
Did you know that Violet Oakley was the first female artist to receive a large commission for artwork done in a United States Capitol building? In 1902, Joseph Houston, designer and architect for the 3rd Harrisburg Capitol building, commissioned Violet Oakley to paint murals for the governor's reception room. He believed that Oakley's contribution would add interest to the building and act as an encouragement of women of the state. Prior to beginning her work for the Capitol, Oakley set out to England to conduct research for her murals. Upon return, she decided to center her artwork on William Penn and the founding of Pennsylvania. Oakley made sure that Penn's ideals of justice and peace could be seen throughout her work. In 1906, she completed 13 murals titled The Founding of the State of Liberty Spiritual and was placed in sequential order around the governor's reception room. These murals were some of the first to be installed in the Capitol. When Edwin Austin Abbey, another artist for the Capitol, died in 1911, Oakley was offered another opportunity to create murals for the unfinished Senate and Supreme Court chambers. Her work on the Senate murals, including International Understanding, was completed by 1919. Oakley then completed the Supreme Court murals, including the Divine Law, by 1927. Oakley is said to be the principal artist for the Capitol with a total of 43 murals on display. She remains one of the greatest muralists in the United States. Now you know.
Did you know that the state capitol is not only the epicenter of the Commonwealth's governing bodies, but was once home to 390 preserved Civil War flags? During the war, it was customary for each state to furnish their regiments in battle with flags representing their contribution to the Union Army. After the war, Pennsylvania's military department was responsible for collecting the flags, and in 1872 they were reverently housed in the Capitol. Following the completion of construction on the new Capitol building in 1914, the Civil War flags were removed to the Capitol Rotunda. They were kept untouched in custom-made flag cases until 1982, when the Capitol Preservation Committee initiated its Save the Flags project. Throughout the years, dust and long-term vertical display of the flags had begun to devastate the brittle silk fabric and painted designs. The flags were removed by local textile conservators and were repaired and preserved in storage units that protect the relics from light, dust, and excessive handling. Now you know.
We are at Oak Creek Campground in Brecknock Township, Lancaster County. I'm going to be participating in a tour today in this outstanding campground with the general manager of the campground, Michael Shaden. The staff has informed me that nobody drives this special golf cart but Michael. Is that true, Mike?
Yes, it is.
What's so special about this golf cart?
It's just my golf cart.
It is.
It's
all right?
my golf cart.
And nobody else,
golf cart.
nobody else messes
Yep.
with this golf cart.
Nobody.
You obviously love camping. How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for, I don't know, maybe 8-10 years now. But at this campground, we just bought this 2 years ago.
And you came from where before you arrived here in Lancaster County?
We were in Massachusetts and New York and then came here. But I'm originally from Ohio.
As I look around this spectacular setting, I know that it offers a lot. How many acres is it out here? What's the size of this footprint?
We have 210 acres. We're using about 70 of it right now. And Devil's Den is a rock formation out over there, which is about 30 acres of our land.
I see. Just in terms of context for people, how far are we from Maple Grove Speedway right now?
2 miles.
2 miles, so it's very, very proximal to it.
Yes.
Overview of what you have here on the campsite, some of the things you'd like to show us today.
We have lots of rental units, RV rental units, cabins, cottages. We have a teepee down here to rent. Weekend sites, people can bring in tents, campers, RVs.
Tell us a word about your clientele before we go on our tour. Who stays here? Local people, tourists passing through, folks from all over the country, or all of the above?
All of the above. Most people will come here and not be more than 2 hours away. They'll come here. We have local people from Bowmansville, from right down the road here, and people from different states come here.
So I live about 10 or 15 minutes away. I have a family of 7. There's something here for me.
Yes.
All right.
There's a lot here for you.
Okay. Well, why don't you take us on the first leg of that journey? I understand we're going to go down by the creek and we're going to look at some sights there.
Okay.
All right. I'm set to go. These glasses going to work for the ride?
Yep, they'll work just fine.
All right. Let's do it. Michael, when we came into the facility here, we talked about Oak Creek, and you said there may be various names for it, but indeed, here is the creek. It's beautiful. It's got trout in it. I don't know what the temperature differential was from the office parking lot to here, but it's substantive. This is a beautiful setting. What goes on here?
Well, we have tents that set up in here. We have pop-ups. Campers come over and then they just have to use the dump station and everything, but people love this because they love to hear the creek running by at nighttime, and the kids can play in the creek and they can fish in the creek also here.
So when I look at this site right now, it's absent of any tents, any activity. During the typical weekend, what does this look like here?
It's completely filled.
Okay.
Most of our weekends are booked all the time, and it usually starts on Thursday afternoons is when it starts going then, and Fridays are when everybody comes in then.
I see water lines, picnic tables, access to a bathhouse area. If I'm not mistaken, there's an electrical panel there. And so you can be camping and enjoying the out of doors, but you also can experience some of the comforts and amenities that we're used to.
Right. If it's raining, it's always nice that then the kids can go in, they're still electric, they can watch their movies or whatever, and then they all have a fire ring and the picnic tables and everything at the site then too.
With several hundred acres, I envision that this has been a work in progress over a long period of time. When did camping start here? On what scale did it occur? And how has it developed through the years?
The Oak Creek Campground started in 1963. So, and then they just had a small area down here, and then he kept building onto it. And I think we are maybe the fourth owners here now.
All right. There's a number of campgrounds in the area. What distinguishes you from the others? And I'm a little surprised almost, I don't know the business, that there's so many campgrounds in a relatively well-defined geographical area. Is that an anomaly? Is that typical?
I think it's because this area is so beautiful. There's so many campgrounds around here. And I actually don't know anything about the other campgrounds around here because I try to tell people that I'm not into peer pressure anymore. They can follow me, but I don't follow them. I care about what goes on in my campground with my people and the people coming in and what I do here for them.
You obviously have a great product. You have a tremendous natural setting. Something that I don't see typically is back off in this direction. You've got an Indian reservation teepee there. It looks enormous from here. How many can be inside that teepee to camp?
We have, there's a futon couch that turns into a bed, and there's two cots in there, comfy cots, and then people can have brought in an air mattress in there and stuff too. But it's like you can sleep four comfortably, but there's always families that have like 6 people or so, and they can fit in there too. It's 23 foot in diameter inside there.
Whose brainchild was that? That's been there a while?
No, we just got that a couple weeks ago. Our owner asked us if, Wayne Kleekamp asked if we would want to try something like this, and he knows I'm always willing to try everything, so.
What did you think when you first heard the idea?
I thought it was a great idea.
It
I wanted
is.
to put it in here.
It
Fits perfectly right down here by the creek, and with the way the deck goes over by the creek, people just absolutely love it.
It looks like it belongs here.
Yes.
So you have that vintage structure there, and you've got golf carts as well. You can rent golf carts on the facility. 200 acres takes a little while to get around. I noticed you've got some cabins here, and I saw in the diagram that I looked at, you had some more modern cabins. These vintage cabins, how long have they been there and what's inside of them?
The cabins have been there since we bought the place and everything. And those are just 1-room and 2-room cabins. There's just the beds in there. They are heated and air conditioned, water outside and stuff. So people need to bring their own linens and their food and whatever for it. It's one step up from a tent.
2 of my daughters are at camp this week. And it's more of a centralized program model. One's in New Hampshire, one's not far from here. And one of the camps has some vintage structures. And it's amazing, once somebody has stayed in a place like that, they want to keep going to it, even though there may be a more modern building. Do you experience that here?
Yes, there's certain types of people, they'll say they don't want to go to the other ones because they don't want to feel like they're in a hotel. They want to feel like they're camping, but they don't want to be in a tent. So it's just one step up, and they enjoy that then too.
I'll tell you what, we're going to evaluate those, but I want to see the modern campsites as well, the modern cabin. Can you take us in that direction?
Yes, I can.
All righty. Michael, this is another serene setting, but the buildings that I'm seeing right now stand in contrast to what I've already looked at. We had some of the vintage cabins. Tell us something about what's behind us here, perhaps what they cost to rent them, what's inside these buildings.
Okay, these are our new deluxe cottages that we just got in this year. It's only been here maybe a month or two we've had them here. But on the outside we have a charcoal grill, picnic table, and a fire ring here. Inside there's a full bathroom, full kitchen, living room area. There's TVs in it. There's a room with a set of bunk beds in them, and then at the other end is a room with a queen bed in it. Everything, air conditioned, heater, everything. It's basically like a little apartment in there for the person that says they want to go camping and they come here camping. And these go for $165 a night. On the holidays, they're a little bit more on our holiday weekends, but they're set for anybody that has not camped before and wants to come here and be in the setting, and they enjoy being in this.
So it looks like a package that would be introductory, as you're indicating, someone who's not experienced your campground before. They may not be ready for the tent alongside the stream, or maybe one of the vintage cabins, suitable for a modest-sized family?
Yes, you can put probably we like 6 or 8 at the most, but 6 comfortably in here. And the thing that they like the most is because it does have a full bathroom. They don't have to go to the bathhouses or anything. They can come here, and that's what they want to enjoy. They want to enjoy their time out here and say they went camping and have their full amenities inside.
And you've never had anything like this in the past of this size to rent out. This is new.
Yes, these are the biggest ones we have. We do have other cottages in here that are a little smaller scale. They're just as nice, but they're smaller scale than these.
And in closing here, does this appear to be the wave of the future? Has this been popular?
Yes, it is. They're booked almost every single weekend.
So we may see more of these at some point.
Yes, we may. Yep, we have a lot more property, and we may put more in other places.
I hear you got a great playground over here with some slides to take a look at?
Yes.
All righty, and that's just within walking distance of the site that we're on. Michael, there's a variety of playgrounds here. I understand this is the biggest. Tell us a little bit about this and some of the other playgrounds, as well as recreational amenities on the campsite.
Okay, as you can see, this is the biggest playground we have right here. A lot of kids loving this playground here. We have a basketball over here, the horseshoes here. We have cornhole down and by the pavilion. We have shuffleboard. 2 other playgrounds down below, one down by the pond. We have the new Gaga pit, where all the teenagers know what the Gaga pit is. It's a form of dodgeball inside of a pit, so that was just put in there. Big basketball court down below also down there.
Well, there's no better testimonial than that which is given by children playing in a playground, and certainly they're enjoying all of what you have over here. And the modern playground in its design is intended to be a safe place. And so it looks like a lot of thought went into walling in a softer landing pad, if you will, if someone should come hard off of a slide. But it looks like a very safe piece of modern equipment.
Yep, we want to make it safe and fun for the kids here. If they're safe and they're having fun, then the parents are having a great time also then.
Well, the fact that these children are all running around here in the absence of parents who are proximal and very close by speaks to the safety of it and the security that people have in coming here. You said you're very family oriented. Not every campground is that way, and perhaps this campground doesn't even have a history of that. How did that evolve for Oak Creek?
Well, there wasn't a lot of families here because there wasn't a lot of activity. We do so many activities for every single weekend. We have an abundant amount of activities and stuff. So the kids stay busy. If the kids are busy, then the parents are happy. The kids do not say they're bored here. There's so much stuff here for them. And we are very huge in the family-oriented park here.
So the scene that we're seeing here is typical. It could be at the big playground, it could be the swimming pool, could be the pond fishing, could be by the stream. Your focus is families and serving them.
Yes, yes. We have so many kids here. This is just a small portion of kids here on a Thursday. On a weekend, there are so many kids in here.
Well, on the way in, we drove past the swimming pool, and it looks like Swimming Pool Plus. There's a lot of stuff in that area, And how would you like to go down there and visit in the swimming pool area
Yes,
now?
let's go down and look at it.
Michael, before we head over to the lodge, and I know there's lots to see down here, we drove by an outstanding swimming pool, but not just a swimming pool, it's practically a water park. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on in here and how much the kids enjoy this?
Oh, the kids love this. We just put this in. Last year was our first year of having the slides in. So they absolutely love it. The pool's heated, 82 degrees all the time. We do have a DJ that sits up on the deck over there. And as you can see, they all just love it. And then over here we have a small bounce house for the littler kids that can't make it down those slides there.
Yeah, it's an outstanding pool. It's got a kiddie section. It's got some lanes, so when you're sliding down there, you're protected and you don't have to worry about running into any other swimmers. Right. It seems once again you've got to focus on safety in the facility. There are some adults off to the side, but it looks like the children are free to enjoy the activities without fear of any sort of accident occurring.
Yes, and they normally all pay attention to how the ropes go and everything so that they can continue to be in the pool.
You know, as we're enjoying this campsite, there's 200 acres here, but you really don't have to go very far to enjoy what's available. Right over here we've got the Oak Creek, and just on the other side of the creek, how about if we head over to the arcade, the game room, some of the activity areas that you have, as well as your store. I understand you got some crafts and collectibles and snacks in that store.
Okay.
How about if we head over there?
Let's do that.
Michael, every tremendous campground has that standing staff, and right up here at the front desk, you've got some friendly staffers. Mary Beth, your wife,
Yes.
and Becky.
Yep.
And these are probably the first two people folks see at the campground as they come in.
Yes.
We're in the camp store. You got fudge, but you said something to me which really surprised me. It's homemade fudge.
Yes, we make our own fudge here. We just started probably, maybe 3 weeks ago making our own fudge here.
I'm sure it goes over well.
It does. It goes over very well. Probably 150 pounds of it already in 3 weeks.
All right, and the staff is not consuming most of it.
No, no. We all started to in the beginning, but now, no, we've kind of shied away from it.
Slushies, snacks, ice cream, drinks, candy bars, it's all here.
Everything to make the kids happy.
And if you've forgotten something special in the way of a utensil, I even saw some tarps back over there. You've got some toys, floaties, coolers, shirts. So you got a little store here.
Yes, everything that the camper needs that they forgot at home, or they come here and they find, if it was a souvenir or they forgot their milk or something for their camper, we have it in here for them.
My impression, Michael, is when somebody comes to this site and this 200 acres you have, this is an oasis in their life, and they're not going to Walmart, they're not running to the gas station, they're traditionally not going to the food store, and they can find those needs met here.
Yes, we like them when they come in. We want them to stay because then they're enjoying their time and they're not worrying about going out. They can do whatever they want here and get it here, and we try to help them out with everything.
You've got a bingo hall. All right, now, little dichotomy there. Bingo I traditionally associate with the older generation, but I've seen a lot of young people running around here. Is it young people as well as seniors back there? All ages in the bingo hall at night?
All ages. On a Friday night, it's all ages in there that are playing, yes.
And something that you said impressed me, because you've got crafts back there for the children, or for that matter, whoever wants to participate. But there's no extra charge for that. That's part of the program.
That's part of it. We don't like to nickel and dime everybody, so we have the crafts and activities are all free. There might be, if we're doing tie-dye shirts, they have to buy a shirt, but they get all the paints. Most of our craft item, everything we're doing with crafts, when they get here, they get to do those crafts then.
And as part of this long extended building, we've got the camp store, we've got the main hall with the fireplace room and the bingo, and at the very end of that, you've got a game room, which I, in my mind's eye, can see lots of activity taking place there on a Friday or Saturday evening.
Yes, on Fridays it's packed, and in evenings it's packed in there. It's when they're done with the pool, they want to come in and cool off. The kids love to go in there. Even adults go in there and play.
I like water. I appreciate what I see here. You've got the swimming pool, you've got the creek flowing through the campsite, but you've also got a fishing pond.
Yes, it's a catch and release fishing pond. We do sell the bait here, and it's stocked with all kinds of different fish, all different sizes and everything. So everybody loves that too.
I'm a fisherman. Let's go get it. Let's take a look at that pond.
Okay, let's.
Michael, you said something about a fishing contest which caught my attention. Tell us something about that contest, what's in this pond, and how you can win a prize when you come here and you camp and fish.
Well, we have all kinds of fish in here. It's catfish, there's bass in here, there's koi in here. We have one of our guys comes in and stocks the whole thing. Then every September we have a fishing contest. You have to be registered and camping here, and you come in, and I tag 11 fish. 10 of them are worth $100, and then the 11th one is worth $1,000. And when you catch that, we give you a big old fat check, and you're happy. Everybody from little tiny kids in here to adults sit around here, and they go all day long fishing and catching the fish in here.
They're coming with their own fishing equipment. Do you have equipment at the camp store for somebody who's forgotten theirs?
Yes, we sell fishing poles, we sell the bait. Everybody uses something different, and they come in here. It's a way to promote the September camping, because September after Labor Day is usually the low weekends. So we wanted to promote it with something fun and to get people in here and still know that they can still have fun after the actual summertime is over.
It's not just about fishing for dollars. These folks are out there enjoying themselves as a family, older couple, and children alike. It's just a very pleasant setting to enjoy the out of doors and have some fun fishing.
Absolutely. They come out here with their families. As you can see, all the kids and the husbands and wives, everybody's out here. They enjoy this. Just one of those enjoyable things of when you're camping.
And as we close here, again, you've got a little play area for the children, and off in the background, basketball court, and further behind that, you have the creek running through the center of the campsite.
Yes. Yep. This is the #1 playground, the smaller one here for the pond when they're fishing, and the stuff up here and the Gaga pit and everything here.
I have thoroughly enjoyed this visit. I hope someday to come back as a camper to join you here for a few days, Michael.
We will welcome you here.
Thank you so much.
Right.
I'm State Representative Mark Gillen, and that's all the time that we have for Legislative Report. If you have any questions at all about state-related matters, please feel free to call our office at 610-775-5130.
Thank you.